Hi everyone, it's Gabrielle Carolina from the Mod Podge Bookshelf, and I might sound a little bit nasally because I have a wretched cold, and I still kind of wanted to do a BEA wrap up, and I wanted to film it because I don't really want to write it all out for reasons I'm going to explain shortly. So BEA, that was really interesting. I ended up having to come home early because I fly standby. And with it being Memorial Day weekend, the fact that all the flights were kind of really open on Wednesday was awesome. So I just said, you know what? I feel like I've had my fill. I feel like I've experienced some things, and I'm gonna go now. So I did get what I set out to get, which was, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. We'll pan down. Who is Mara Dyer? So I did get my Mara stuff, and in fact I got a copy and I'm reading it right now. Well, I'm about to start it. Otherwise I would tell you if I were loving it or not. I'd probably be like, oh my gosh, it's so good. And Michelle is awesome. I love her. I loved meeting the authors. I'm a big author person because I like to share with them what I got out of their books, and I like them to share with me how awesome they think it is that I love their books, because I want to be one of them. I don't necessarily want to be an author so much as I want to be one of those people who you can share with how much you enjoyed their characters and what you got out of what they wrote, and how you kind of feel the same way about something. And I am working on my first book and the sequel, and my second book is already plotted out, and it's a standalone, and my third book, which has a sequel, is currently being plotted out, and they range from all different kinds of things. I've got a lot of mythology and legends, but not Greek, although I am enjoying the trend of the Greek mythology. I also have a little Shakespeare thrown in there, and I'm really loving the journey with them. I'm enjoying the journey with them more than I enjoyed BEA with all its wonderfulness and all its New York. I realized that I wanted to be on the other side of those tables, not because I'm specifically talking about Teen Author Carnival, not just signings. I wanted to be on the other side of these tables because when I was in this panel about authors who, or not authors, authors who write characters who kick butt, and I'm editing there because I don't like to use bad words on my blog, but these characters who kick butt, and they're females, and they're heroines, and they're awesome. And the questions from the audience in particular were great, talking about, you know, what about the boys, and how did they impact? And I knew the answers to all these questions, and I wanted people to ask me about them. And I have a large cast of characters in my first 3-book series, which in a perfect world would get published first. I'm working really hard on it. The writing is, not to toot my own horn, but really good. I'm shocked. I always knew it was in my blood because my mother is a writer, but it was never something I wanted to be because it was always her dream. And then I woke up from this idea actually on May 23rd of last year, and I began writing it. And I'm still writing it. And I should have been done already. And I realized the reason that I should have been done and wasn't was because of all the effort I was putting into my blog. And I love my blog. Mod Podge Bookshelf has given me an incredible amount of stuff, which includes friends like Reading Teen, who I had an amazing time at BEA with. And it also includes the opportunity to know more authors who I get to share more stories with about how impactful their characters and their storytelling was to me. All of that to say that I'm going to be taking a step back from my blog. I've so enjoyed the month of forgiveness, which was showcasing Janet Fox's book Forgiven, which is her second novel, a novel that puts in the spotlight the issues of sex trade, not only in modern day, but in the past, and how it started, really, and how it's been around a while, and no one's listening. I so enjoyed that. I so loved the PR, but I kind of realized that I was putting half of my energy into it and half of my energy into writing my own book. And that's not to say I didn't do a good job in doing it at all, because I think that in doing something at all, you accomplish something, right? But I don't just want an A for effort. I want an A plus for effort, attitude, and awesome. And I feel like, I'm sorry, I'm not crying. I'm sniffling. I don't want to blow my nose on camera. Sorry, I won't make that sound anymore. I realized just how much I want to put all my effort into my book and my books. So on my blog from here on out, you're gonna see. Well, first of all, it's all pre-written, a lot of it, up till October. So you're still gonna see author interviews and you're gonna see stuff like that, but probably past October, you're not gonna see a lot of that kind of effort. You're gonna see book reviews, because I love, just like saying how I love sharing with authors how much a book impacts me. I love sharing with all of you how much a book just wowed me, or how much I was like, oh dear God, what is up with this? And I like sharing the insights, and I like going a little deeper with my reviews, and I like discussing morals, and I like discussing what kind of books y'all like. And because I am one of you, I'm a reader, I'm no one special. Um, and I like it. I like the community. So I'm not getting rid of my blog. Oh my gosh, it's my baby. My blog isn't going anywhere. None of it's going anywhere. It's just not gonna be what consumes my world, because I really want to share these characters with all of you. I want to tell you about them, and I want to answer questions about why my characters kick butt. And yes, I knew I was writing kick butt characters, and I really want to do all of that. And I can't do that and do this. And I've been trying to, and it's worked well. But when a year hit where I wasn't done with my book and I know exactly the plot, I mean, I know what's going to happen. It's just a matter of sitting down and putting the words to it. So I want to do that. And I really hope that y'all will encourage me in that and push me to do it, and that you will be happy for me. And that's really what I feel like I learned from BEA. So I had a great time because of that. Other things of BEA you're gonna hear about in my mailbox. This is just kind of my personal recap, because it is personal, right? So that is me in my Mara Dyer t-shirt with my sniffles, and I don't know. I don't know how to. I always end videos really awkwardly. Like, should I just end it right there, like awkwardly?